A week before his birthday, my wife's son looked me straight in the eye and said the words that finally broke something I had been holding together for years. "The best gift you could give me," he said flatly, "would be you disappearing." He didn't shout. He didn't sneer. He said it calmly, like he'd rehearsed it, like it was something he'd been waiting to say for a long time. I remember the room going quiet in that strange way where sound doesn't stop, but meaning does. The TV was on. My wife was in the kitchen. Life was continuing normally while something inside me collapsed. I'd been in his life since he was 8. He was 16 now. I married his mother after her messy divorce, knowing full well that stepping into a blended family meant patience, compromise, and time. I never tried to replace his father. I never forced authority. I showed up. Every day, school pickups, late-night talks, weekend games, doctor appointments when his mother couldn't get off work. I thought consistency would earn me respect. Apparently, it only earned resentment. His birthday was coming up. I had taken time off work to help plan it. I paid for the venue, bought him a new gaming console he'd been talking about for months. I even convinced my wife to invite some friends she normally worried were a bad influence, because I wanted him to feel heard. And then that sentence. I didn't respond right away. I just looked at him, searching his face for doubt, or regret, or even cruelty. But there was none. Just certainty. "Why would you say that?" I asked quietly. He shrugged. "Because it's true. Things were better before you." That hurt more than I expected. I nodded slowly and walked out of the room. I didn't tell my wife what he said. Not that day. I went to the garage, sat in my car, and stared at the steering wheel like it might give me answers. That night, my wife noticed something was off. "You're quiet," she said. "Everything okay?" "Yeah," I lied. "Just tired." She smiled, kissed my cheek, and went to bed. I didn't sleep. Over the next few days, I started seeing things more clearly. Not just with him, but with her too. The way she never corrected him when he spoke to me disrespectfully. The way she dismissed my concerns as teenage attitude. The way every sacrifice I made was expected, but never acknowledged. I realized something uncomfortable. She liked that I absorbed the tension. It made her life easier. 3 days later, I overheard an argument between them. He was complaining about me. Loudly. "I don't get why he's still here," he said. "You were happier before him." She didn't defend me. She just sighed and said, "I know, honey. It's complicated." Complicated. I stood in the hallway, unseen, listening to my place in the family being reduced to an inconvenience. That night I finally told her what he'd said. She frowned. "He didn't mean it like that." "How did he mean it?" I asked. "He's just angry. It's a phase." I waited for her to say more, to tell me it wasn't okay, to tell me she had my back. She didn't. "Give him time," she said instead. "Don't take it personally." That was the moment I understood. I wasn't a partner. I was a buffer. The week crawled by. I went through the motions, smiled when expected, paid bills, helped finalize birthday plans. Inside, I felt hollow. 2 days before the party, my wife asked if I could pick up the cake. That cake. The one with his favorite theme. The one I ordered weeks ago. I looked at her and realized I had a choice to make. The morning of his birthday, I packed a bag. Not dramatically, not angrily. Just enough clothes, my laptop, and personal documents. I left the house before anyone woke up. I didn't leave a long note, just a simple message on the counter. "I heard you. All of you. I won't be a burden anymore." My phone exploded by noon. Calls, texts, panic. "Where are you? What is this supposed to mean? You're overreacting. Please come back. Today is his birthday." I didn't respond. The party went on without me, or so I heard later. Apparently my wife had to explain my absence to guests. Apparently her son looked uncomfortable when people asked where I was. Apparently the gift I bought sat unopened until the end. I stayed with a friend that night. The quiet felt strange, but clean. 2 days later, my wife showed up. She was angry at first. "You embarrassed me," she said. "You couldn't have picked a worse time." That stung, but not the way it used to. "I picked the right time," I replied. "I just listened." She tried to backtrack, said her son didn't really mean it, said she didn't realize how much it hurt me, said families say things they don't mean. I looked at her and asked one question. "If your son said that about you, would you still stay?" She didn't answer. That was answer enough. I moved out permanently the following week. There was no dramatic divorce, no screaming matches, just paperwork and distance. Months later, I ran into her by accident. She looked tired, older, overwhelmed. She said her son had been struggling, acting out, asking where I was. "He misses you," she said softly. I nodded. "I hope he's okay," I said. And I meant it. But I didn't go back. Because love isn't about enduring disrespect quietly. And sometimes the cruelest gift someone asks for ends up being the one that saves you. A week before his birthday, my wife's son said the best gift would be me disappearing. I listened. And for the first time in years, I chose myself.